The last 2 weeks in Japan have been absolutely so amazing, and I see God working, but in ways that I wouldn't have expected, and I'm just trusting and being faithful. Some of the challenges that have come up is just the culture here is the Japanese people are very reserved, and so just having a hard time breaking the ice, and then also there being a big language barrier. But we have come up with creative ways to break that barrier and get this genuine connection with people. And some of those ways have been us holding signs out in public with offering free hugs to people or doing a push-up challenge with people, dream interpretation, and asking if people want to practice their English. And so through this, rather than us approaching people on the streets, they come to us, and it breaks the ice of this awkwardness of randomly approaching people on the streets. And through that experience, they're a lot more patient with us translating the gospel through Google Translate, which sometimes doesn't work that great. So we will switch over to ChatGPT, which is an AI, which will translate it for us. And I usually do that when I show them what I'm trying to translate, and they kind of look at it like, huh, what is that? Then I go to ChatGPT and ask to translate to Japanese, and then they understand a lot better. So while it is very tedious and very inefficient, God uses small amounts of words to plant seeds that will grow into big trees of faith, and I trust in that. Just want to mention some of the other ministry opportunities that we have been doing is working with the frontliners here. So doing worship and intercession and praying with them and doing prophetic rooms. So what that means is we'll just have their team coming in to receive prophetic words that we're getting from God and in that way pouring into them. And the last 2 days we have been working with a private Christian school setting up for their 75th anniversary graduation, where they're having alumni come in from all over to celebrate the school being around for 75 years, just setting up the seats and the stage and everything like that. So a lot of this ministry is not always seeing, the big transformation in someone's life, but knowing and trusting that God is using what you're doing to plant seeds and trusting that God is faithful and he will continue to pursue their hearts. Us being here for only about a month, it's challenging when you don't always see the fruit of your labor. But God has just been reminding me that as I continue to press into ministry, that's going to be a common theme in all that I do, that I won't always see the fruit, and just being okay with that. One of our lecturers during SSM, his name's Stefan Hugo from South Africa, he said that was also a big theme in his life, that throughout his whole life he wouldn't see the fruit, but now that he's in his 60s, he said the last 2 years he has finally started to see things come around full circle and see the fruit of his labors of the last 40 or 50 years of his ministry. And it has just been so crazy to think about that you actually won't see a lot, but that God might bless you, that far down the road and say, look at all that you have done, or rather, look at all the things God has done through Stefan, and now he's able to see it. But if I don't see it on earth, I certainly will see all of the results of God working through me in heaven, and I will trust in that. So I won't let my motivation come from seeing fruit, but my motivation comes out of pure love and intimacy with God, trusting that he is a powerful God, that he is working through me, and all I have to do is seek his presence, seek his love, and from a place of love and intimacy, that will reflect on how I carry out my ministry. And I just am learning more that I can't strive to do all of these things. Like, if I do this, and this, this will change Tokyo. I look outside and I see so many people, so many buildings. It's like, man, can we really do anything? We don't even speak the language, but God is way bigger than that. And when you seek an intimate relationship with him and he speaks into your life and he gives you wisdom on how to carry out the ministry, then you can trust that God will work in very powerful ways. There is an awakening coming to Japan, and I truly do believe that. But you look outside now, you go walk in the streets, and it's sometimes hard to believe that any difference could be made. We walk 5 minutes to the Ikebukuro station, and it is I believe, the second or third largest train station in the entire world. You walk in there and there's floods of people walking everywhere, and people have this countenance, a very like somber, depressed countenance in their face a lot of the time. The spirits of the land tend to be loneliness, depression, suicide and death, lust and addiction, especially lust and addiction in this space in Tokyo. It is sort of the red light district, and a lot of young people living that sort of lifestyle. But I think the two biggest ones in Japan is loneliness and suicide. I'm pretty sure this last year, the leading cause of death in Japan was suicide. And I think the biggest cause is loneliness as a result of phones. You see everyone just like on their phones, on the trains, nobody's conversing, walking even, everyone's on their phones. And it's a sad sight to see. It's not something that just Japan struggles with. This is something that the world is turning to. It's so important to have a genuine connection with people, and phones are completely destroying that. So there's got to be relationship building, and that's something that you guys back at home could be praying for, is just for people to have wisdom on how to navigate out of the chains of the principalities here, and for genuine connection, that people would start to want to go to church and find friends that can sharpen each other and build each other up. And some other things that could be praying for is just for more creative ways for God to give us vision on how to carry out the ministry on the streets, just for more ministry opportunities, and obviously for protection, more divine appointments to be able to build connection and relationships, not just a one-time encounter, but people like, if you saw one of my previous videos, Zhang Fupo, someone that we're building relationship with. So for more things like that would be absolutely amazing. I really appreciate your guys' prayers and support. It means so much to me, and I'm excited to share more and more of how God is moving in Japan. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will continue to keep you updated. Much love and God bless.